Hello everybody, Ravion here, back with another episode of Sakura Shrine Girls. Last episode, I'm pretty sure Naoko and I forget the other one's name. Azu, I want to say, is part of the name. Is Naoko and something, I forget. I'm sorry guys, it's been quite a bit. It's been actually a while. But as I said, I am back now. But they resolved the conflict, I know that much. And then they both came over for dinner, and Grandpa made it, and yeah, it was great. It was really great. Before I start this though, I will need to get a water. Because I know that I have to do the voices. So it's nice to hydrate. So I don't have like a scratchy throat. But yeah, let's get in this. When I woke up, the both of them were gone. I barely got any sleep last night. You look like you've been through hell itself, Toru. See that right there? That's the voice. Grandpa slaps me on the back. Women have a way of tiring you out, don't they? To say the least. As it turns out, the both of them like old cowboy movies. Ha ha ha. Those girls have good taste. You found quite the lucky cat, Toru. I can only groan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep putting up with this. Relax. It's not that bad, is it? Just because something's a bit tough at first doesn't mean you should give up. The most rewarding things in life are the best that you have to work for. Now then, you have training in the afternoon with Kayo, don't you? That's the other one, Kayo. It's Naoko and Kayo. I'm guessing she told you on the way out. Yep, she's rather forward. She wouldn't make a bad wife, you know. Do you really think so? Of course. Anyway, time for breakfast. I got some bacon and eggs for you today. When you're a young man, you've got to eat to grow big. Not to mention keep your energy up with dealing with girls. I should stop talking about girls. After slogging through a boring day at school, I finally managed to drag myself to Kayo's shrine. After Naoko's shrine is nice in its own way. Although, I can't help but feel there is something far more mystical at work with Kayo's shrine. As I approach the front door, I seem to slip into the barrier between worlds. Small flecks of golden sparks shine through the air. Although, as if fireflies are dancing through the air. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies gently whisper echoes in the breeze. Slowly, I open the front door. Kneeling on the floor, Kayo bows before me as I enter. Welcome, Toru. I apologize for not allowing you to get sufficient rest last night. It was rather selfish of me to not turn off the television. Please, Kayo. You don't need to be so formal with me all the time. I keep telling you this. I just feel more comfortable like this. We share a special relationship, and I would like to give that relationship the utmost respect. So my actions are appropriate, I feel. I do not wish to be so carefree about it like Naoko is. Quietly, she sits up and turns towards the shrine. Please, sit down next to me. Alright. I take a seat next to her, doing my best to mimic her seating posture. Shrines are a place typically where the walls are thinnest. There's not a single place where a spirit or a priest has more power than at these focal points. As such, this is the most appropriate place to train your skills. Clear your mind and open your heart. Such things are easier said than done. However, I do my best to follow her instructions. Now, just listen. As I listen, I begin to hear voices all around me. gentle, delicate voices. The words they speak, I can't understand them, but their voices are akin to wind chimes. Delicate and beautiful. I hear them. There are so many different voices, though. I know. I know that is overwhelming. But you still need to learn how to understand them in time. These spirits are the people who you will be working with. When you simply take the time to stop and listen to what they have to say. Through that, you too will deepen your own understanding. Are you following me so far? I think I am. Those are the lessons that I will leave you with for today. Since you have had so little sleep, I do not want to be inconsiderate and put you through anything too exhausting. The entire time I'm with her, she seems only to consider my feelings on the matter. We can make this brief. If you wish to return home now, I understand. So please, go get some rest if you so desire. What would you like me to do? Huh? As soon as I saw that face. What do you mean? I'm asking you what you would like me to do. I am tired and all, but if you would like me to stay for a while, this isn't exactly a problem for me. She seems to be taken aback for a moment, but gradually she regains her composure. You're saying odd things, Toru. You aren't that odd, you know. You said that you're in my care, didn't you? Priests should serve the guardian spirit, not the other way around. Right? Well, I suppose that is true. If you would like to stay, I do not have any protests. Okay, so she's like kind of a tsundere, but kind of like a kudere at the same time. She seats herself in a more comfortable position. In fact, perhaps you could indulge my curiosity, Toru. Sure, ask away. If you were a cynic, then why did you come all of this way? After all, simply abandoning whatever life you had and moving somewhere else. That would have been difficult, right? While I didn't believe in spirits or ghosts or the afterlife, that doesn't mean I don't believe in family. Even if you hate doing something, if it can bring a family member peace of mind, then I see no reason not to. The other thing is that old traditions need to be kept alive. Whether we like it or not, the past defines the future. So we have to do our best to preserve the past. You know, Toru here is being very wise for his age here. Actually, what age is he? I'm guessing he's in high school, so he's got to be from like 16 to 18, I would guess. Or 15 to 18 at least. Even if we do not necessarily believe in it. What an interesting way of thinking. So you came here to preserve a tradition? Exactly. If I had not done that, I would have gone through the rest of my life thinking my grandfather was becoming senile. But everything he said was the truth. I'm just glad that I found out now while he's still around. Imagine it would be regretful to have discovered this after he had passed into the beyond. But you should not worry about that. The flame of life burns brightly inside him. He's going to be around for a very long time yet. Oh, I'm glad. We have a lot that we need to catch up on together. I can only imagine. She quietly looks out towards the small opening where the sun rays are peeping through. A loud yawn escapes from her. The sun is so pleasant today. The nature spirits around here are truly generous with their beauty. Her tail wraps around her. Her face filled with contentment. Although she tries to keep herself formal and composed, she's still a cat at the end of the day. The light of the sun lures all cats towards it, tempting them into sleep. Her tail looks especially glossy as the sun shines off it. Is something the matter, Toru? You seem to be staring at me. Oh, it's nothing. Well, I won't pay it any mind then. I don't want to admit it, but once again I was being entranced by her beauty. I do not know if it's because she is a spirit or it's just my own perspective. But whenever I look at her, I feel this longing in my heart. I don't really understand why. You're staring again, Toru. If something is making you uncomfortable, you should feel free to speak. It's not that, really, it's not. I'd better change the topic. So just run this by me again. There are spirits and everything around me? Kayo nods thoughtfully. That is correct. Look all around you. Don't you see something? I look more closely, and I swear that I see the outlines of something drifting in and out of the shrine. I think I do, but I can only get a very vague idea of what I'm looking at. Sight is the hardest sense to train when viewing spirits. How come I'm able to perceive you so easily then? That ties in with the Ascension Festival. Normally spirits cannot remain in your world, but through the binding to these shrines, and with our priests as a guiding light, we're able to anchor ourselves here, which in turn gives us the authority to rule over the spirits in this land. The air you breathe, the food you eat, the water you drink, all of those things are filled with spirits and the very essence of life itself. That's unsettling. It kind of is. Like, you're eating a spirit every time you eat a hamburger? Like, gosh. I've been eating spirits alive. Yeah, see, Toru? Oh no, it's not like that at all. Oh wait, okay, good. Nothing you can do can harm a spirit if you exist in the material world. The point is that these spirits ensure the health of your world. In essence, they are the cogs which keep the machine turning. Despite existing in an ambiguous state of being, they are as much a part of your world as you are. Kayo sighs to herself. If only all spirits were devoted to their duties. You're talking about Naoko again, aren't you? Who else? I think I did do Kayo's side last time. I don't know much about it. Maybe I could ask her to see things from your perspective a bit more. That's not what I wanted to do. You could try. I'm not sure if it'll help, though. Just absurd. She just does not seem to take it seriously. I must admit that I was rather surprised that she chose to apologize to me, however. And yet, you still... As I said, apologize with deeds, not words. Well, it looks like I'm not going to change her mind on that topic. Would you like me to teach you some prayers, Toru? Prayers help me commune with the spirits? Exactly. She adjusts her position. Let us begin. Oi, that's a picture. That's a pretty moe picture. I'm taking a screenshot. Okay, then. I'm also gonna take a drink while we just stare at Kayo here. Whoops, sorry. I like Naoko more. To the spirits residing here in this shrine, please listen to my voice. Please help guide Toru through his journey. She clasps her hands together and closes her eyes. Although I mimic the position she's in, I cannot close my eyes. Once again, I find myself unable to look away from her. Yo, I would too, it's a cat girl. Repeat with me, Toru. Please guide me. Please help me. Please guide me. Please help me. The rays of the sun seem to grow brighter as I pray. They are responding. They have many questions about the new priest, it seems. Is that so? They know that it has not been a long time since a priest has last been here, so they are more eager for your arrival. A smile forms on her face. They say you have a good soul, and that a bright future lies ahead of you. Is that so? It most certainly is. I wish to talk to them myself. Sorry if you're not able to follow this, Toru. Soon she begins to chant a strange prayer. Her chanting has a strange, harmonic vibe to it. It seems to resonate with the walls around us, while listening to her beautiful, melodic voice. I once again find myself completely enraptured by her. Are all the spirits from the beyond so beautiful? The words she speaks are strangely musical. I can't follow what she is saying. What language do they speak in the beyond? Even though I do not know the words or the meaning, something about it seems to speak to my very soul. It's almost as if I'm picking its meaning with a sense I wasn't even aware I had. She appears to be going into a deep trance. The words pour like a waterfall, gently flowing out. I see. So that's who he was. What are you talking about? They were just talking about the previous priest. They say that they miss him. They also say that they hope you stay around for much longer than he did. Right. There must be a lot of history to this place. How many spirits have passed through the 2 gates? And how many priests helped them through the Ascension Festival? The rest of the afternoon, Kayo guides me through prayer and meditation. And my mind feels all the more sharper for it. It's been a surprisingly peaceful day today. I had no more uninvited feline visitors during the night. Kayo must have told Naoka to stay away until I had gotten some proper sleep. It was not something that I had really bothered to notice, but I seemed to be getting a lot of attention due to my association with those 2 cats. Have you heard about the new guy, Toru? Yeah, I heard that he's been going to those 2 abandoned shrines with Kayo and Naoko. What's the deal with that anyway? Every other guy who tried to approach him got rejected outright. I don't get it either, man. Maybe he's doing something behind the scenes. Like extorting them or something. Yeah, I bet that's what he's doing. I heard that weird things happen around him all the time too. One girl said that she saw him with a mayonnaise tube and he was squirting it all over Naoko. Oh my gosh. Why? How did someone see that? Oh. It looks like those incidents have not gone unnoticed. That's a bit unfortunate. Honestly, you think you could just show up and steal both of them away like that? And he just moved out from the middle of nowhere to be here. It really makes you think. There's something weird going on here, man. Yeah, we should really take this time to look further into it. It's not particularly polite to talk about someone as if they can't hear you. The 2 of them recoil from me. Well, what are you talking about, man? Keep your nose out of other people's business. I'd say you should do the same. Mind keeping it down a bit? The 2 of them grumble and move further away from me. That's right, Toru. Get in there. How was he able to hear us, man? I know, right? We were barely whispering. Wait. I can still hear them all the way from here. Must have something to do with the exercises I've been doing. My senses are becoming sharper as I tap into my potential as a medium. I'm not sure how I should feel about that. Now that you think about it, there's something weird about him too. Yeah, you ever notice how Naoko and Kayo had this kind of aura to them? I don't know what it is, but he seems to have it too. What's that supposed to mean? He must have some sort of past or something with those 2 that we don't know about. It just isn't fair. That should be us hanging with them. What utterly pathetic and juvenile ambitions these 2 have. I'll pretend that I can't hear them and slouch in my chair. I swear I hate little rumor mongers like them. Anyone who sits around peddling lies really bothers me. Keeping in mind that I used to be the biggest cynic around, this isn't exactly surprising. Those are the types who would spread rumors about haunted houses and scare some poor kid half to death with them. Well, I prefer to be patient with people. I just can't stand people like them. That's how I've always been, and how I always will be. And at that point, I think I'm going to end this episode off here, guys. If you did enjoy this episode of Sakura Shrine Girls, quick attack that like button. It shows that you like the cat girls, because a lot of things I'm doing lately have cat girls in them, so yeah, I hope you are enjoying it. And subscribe if you are new and enjoy the content and want to watch other content. And if you subscribe and want to be updated, just hit the notification bell and you will get updated whenever I post a video. So I guess that'll be it for today. I will see you all later in my next video. Bye-bye, guys.